Hi guys!
Today we're talking about a lot of cards that were damaged.
A lot of cards that were damaged. We talk about Obsidian cards that just opened like a few days ago. And we were unlucky enough to have 7 cards that were factory damaged. But the point of this episode is not to complain about the cards, but it's more about education. Because a lot of people, they still might not be aware, but actually when it comes to these pack fresh cards, which might have errors, or what we would call factory damage cards, you can actually send this back to Panini. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So what we're going to do is we're going to share cards that has some damage, and what we're going to do is we're going to show very quick steps of what you can do. As long as you have an account with Panini, you can actually send the cards back. So what you're going to need is that obviously, you need the cards. So ours was really an unlucky case. So we got 2 boxes of the Obsidian first of the line,
Both parallel.
and both of our out of 16 blue edge parallels were damaged. So in this case, you can actually see it already, and this is something you don't notice always when you first open the packs. You're just excited, checking the cards, but then look at that. We talk about like a big nick right there in the top there. I don't even need to remove it from the penny sleeve. Here, what you see, the problem with Salman, and you can see it from right here, you got basically the foil peeling off from the edges, and that's something that we could see like it's bad, but you can see it pretty much on all the sides, and the foil is peeling off, and that's not very good. This is not the only card that had the same problem. This was an interesting one. This one was this John Salman's auto was something that we didn't notice at first, but actually, I think this one you might need to remove it from the sleeve. You can see the print lines, or the sort of like the stamping is completely off. Where the stamping is supposed to run along the lines, you can see the lines are up there, but the stamping is sort of like just under it. So it becomes kind of like a funky error card, but when you're paying $700 for a box, Panini needs to do a bit better on that one. Then this one, Anunobi, this one also had an issue. This one had a big scratch or dent right there on the card. You can see that right there in the corner. Unfortunately, one of our favorite pulls, the Kmj Kenyon Martin Jr. Same issue as with John Salman's. You can see that the lines are completely off. So it's basically misprinted card. Desmond Bain, another one of our favorite pulls. This one has, you can see there's a big scratch running all along the whole card. It's kind of like I wouldn't even call that a print line. That's pretty much a proper scratch under the foil, just running across under the S all the way to the bottom. And then even our pitch black out of 99 Damien Lillard also has peeling edges. As you can see, this is the same as with the blue edge FOTL. You can see that the foil is just sort of like peeling off from the edges. And that one is super sad because this is a beautiful set. The cards are gorgeous, but all of our top pulls were damaged. So we are sort of at the loss here that, literally both of our FOTL exclusives were damaged.
And it's basically one box full.
One box, 7 cards, all damaged. But hey, let's turn our misfortune into an opportunity and do a bit of education.
Yes.
So you check your cards, and what you need to do is you need to have a Panini account. And now we're gonna just switch the focus here to this screen recording that we need to actually start right now. Would have been horrible that we did the whole thing and then forgot to actually record the screen, yeah? Fail. Okay, so once on the Panini side, and this is something you can do both on the website as well as on the Panini app. But what you want to do is that on the website, you gotta go to support, go to factory damaged cards, and there basically it's actually very straightforward. On the factory damaged cards, you just basically choose basketball, you choose the year, this 2020. So these are 2020 cards, so 2021 would be the upcoming season. You take Panini. You basically here, ours would be Obsidian, and our card set would be. Let's take, for example, I would say we take the Salman Lee, right? I think that's a good example. We sort of selected Salman Lee as our example. So the Salman Lee, we basically find here, this one would be, this is not the base. So let's say if you check the base card, they have the full list of the cards that are affected.
FOTL
Correct.
Exclusive.
So we need to find, I think this is in alphabetical order. Are they not? Here, blue base electric edge blue FOTL, and then select card. You check the card number, which in this case would be 164. And 164 would be here, Salman Lee. We add that into the mix. And then basically what you just give here is a brief description of what's the issue. So in this particular case, you basically enter the number. So ours would be 09. You basically check the defect type. In this case is foil peeling. You can see they have the full list of the issues here already. And in this case it would be foil peeling. Here what you would do is that you then add brief explanation. So for example, in this case, you can just give an explanation that the foil is peeling off on the left side of the card. But I'm not gonna press the continue because what you want to do is that you want to snap a picture of the card attached together with the issue. And then basically what you get from there is that you just continue. You basically get your submission through. And from there, what you then do is that you actually get this form of a Panini America replacement request packing slip. And this is something you have to print out. And in our case, for example, we have this, our Salman Lee card here. And they can basically clear steps. Print this copy and basically pack with the cards. Include a copy of the original purchase receipt. So I bought this from Panini, so I'm gonna include, printout of the receipt. Then include the empty wrapper from purchase. So when you're buying these boxes, always keep the box, and not just the box, but also keep these wrappers because you should be including these. So in our case, what we do is we're gonna include both of these just because, we have issues with both packs. Our FOTL card was basically messed up in both packs. So just gonna send both of these. I think when I send the box all together with everything, just pack the cards and send it together with everything else. And then what you do is that you only pack the cards listed in the packing slip. And but in our case, what we would do is that we're gonna have to print out this request form for all of the cards. And then basically we're just gonna include those one by one. I think we're gonna just put these into some one of those card sleeves. Even though we're just sending damaged cards back to Panini, but it's out of respect to the cards, we're still gonna put those into kind of like top loaders or your what you call these Ultra Pro, kind of like your card saver ones, but the Ultra Pro versions. I think we have those. And then what you want to do is that you just write the ticket number that you get. So all of these sort of like this replacement request, they have a ticket ID. You include the ticket ID, write it down on the packaging, and then you ship the cards into the address that they have provided. And then you wait. So basically what happens is some of the cards are not replaceable. Like for example, what I'm worried is that both of these FOTLs, they are actually not replaceable. So what's gonna happen, because these are numbered, so it's unlikely that they are gonna replace it. So then what Panini will do is that they will, offer to give you some like reward points that you can then use to sort of collect, some seasonal bonus items. Maybe your what you call that? White box, or if you have enough points, you have to collect quite a lot of points to actually collect those, or collect some cards. There's a number of ways that you can use the reward points. But the key point being that it's no point, like if you have factory damaged cards, you might just want to send them back to Panini. In our case, it kind of sucks because we paid a lot of money for it. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna, replace all of these and not gonna give us enough reward points to cover the entire cost, but it is what it is. Life happens. Fortunately, the hobby box is only about 400 plus right now. So I think that's something that we can consider for future. But right now, let's see. That's our adventure with Obsidian for now. Let's see whether we're gonna get more of these packs later. But that's it. So, why are you looking so sus?
No, if we get more Obsidian packs, because they're damaged.
Damn expensive, and you only get 7 cards, right? Yeah. So for that same money, you can get Contenders hobby box.
Of pulling some guys are like
a very low chances because it's still 200 card set. But so that's our Obsidian journey, like I said, and more will follow. It's exciting times. We got a lot happening with the select retail. We got Pokemon celebrations. We got
Daniel Arson
and our BGS cards returning. So it's a lot happening. So stay tuned for more, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and maybe let us know in the comments what's your experience with the factory damage cards with Panini, and whether you managed to get your cards back or replacements for the cards you sent. And see ya.
Bye.
Bye.